the week before. Then he takes his first overall victory last night. He's the guy that seems to be building towards his championship.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like anything, you know, I refer to it like the NFL playoffs. You want to come on fire when it gets to the postseason. He's peaking at the right time. He's been dialing in that new KTM 250F. Oh, some problems there. The number 18 of Stephen Majors. That brings out the red cross flag, meaning no jumping. You have to roll the catapult.
It really closes things up for Tyler Bowers. Now he has one rider in front. Here's your chance to take advantage of blitzing, probably. He's set up, he's set up. Little love tap.
Oh, that was clean, but the lap rider there didn't really help Jeff Gibson out too much. He wasn't in the way, but definitely kind of gave an opportunity for Tyler Bowers to sneak it in. And Stephen Majors, one of those guys that had a slim chance of sneaking in that top 10. Going down this heat, main event, sorry, it's not going to help him out.
Dave Ginolfi back there in third, number 14. His best finish is a third back at Grand Rapids. A little over halfway through now. You've seen them pull back those cross flags. So we're on lap, or 7 laps have been completed, up 12 lap main event.
I love this turn here right now. These guys just railing the side of the stadium. It looks so cool. Carrying a lot of corner speed.
Ginolfi trying to get by the lap rider of Majors. And Tyler Bowers starting to check out a little bit, about a 1.6 second differential between himself and Gibson.
I'm impressed with Dave Ginolfi, man.
Yeah.
This guy stepped it up. I mean, at one point, it looked like he may drop out the top 10. And he said in an interview a couple weeks ago, I got nothing to lose. I'm going to let it all hang out. But with saying that, he actually looks the smoothest, most controlled, and the fastest I've seen him all season long. So kudos to him for stepping it up. Tyler Bowers, though, he's been a man on a mission all season long.
I think it hurt him yesterday, and last night we didn't see him work through the field because it was not a blitz set. Different type of whoops between last night and tonight. When you put the power and the strength of Bowers, you've seen him in the gym. When you put the power to the ground like that and you blitz those whoops, I think it only helps his cause.
He's got that just, I'm stronger and tougher than you guys. But
Ames moving up.
Same track for everyone. You know, it's not always going to be in your favor. Zach Ames carrying great corner speed through there. He's also blitzing the woods.
Having to work his way up from a bad start. We saw it earlier in his heat race. This is a guy who's fast. He can power through it. White flag out. One more lap to go.
Man, this race went by super fast. Bowers comfortably in the lead, navigating through some lap traffic there. Daniel Blair on the number 17. Still second place. Jeff Gibson, he's dropped off just a little bit as he comes through the rhythm. Tyler Bowers takes the main event.
Jeff Gibson in second. Take a look over. I see Ames. I did not see Ginolfi.
No, he rolled the jump, but he held on to third, though, barely.
Ahead of Zach Ames, Nathan Skaggs, the top 5, so another strong figure. Steinke, good to see him back up there in the top 6. Tyler Bowers, we said just before we opened today's show that Tyler Bowers signed the paperwork literally just minutes before he walked out in opening ceremony. So he's going to be with that Babbitt's Kawasaki team for a couple more years, and you know they're happy about that because we heard rumors that there were a couple of people talking to him, and I think that they had to get it in gear now or never.
Well, he is Tyler Bowers dominating this series, so I'm sure everyone wants a piece of him.
Junior Jackson, his mechanic, in his ear because one main event is done, but we still have more AMSOIL Arenacross. It is a 2 main event program at AMSOIL Arenacross. We'll hear from the winner, Tyler Bowers, when we return to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. I cannot wait for Monster Energy Supercross. I mean, we have a tight battle for the championship, and also you're talking about San Diego. Chad Reed, nobody's won more than him there. But Ralph and Jeff and Aaron immediately following AMSOIL Arenacross here on Speed as we look at the AMSOIL results from main event number 1. Tyler Bowers, without question, the guy to be watching as we head to main event number 2. But a great run by David Ginolfi trying to settle himself easily into the race for the championship. Before we get going with the rest of tonight's racing, let's go down and talk to the winner of main event number 1. Christy Lee is with Tyler Bowers.
Tyler, another main event win for you here this season. We're just about halfway through the season this year, and you had a big announcement today that you've renewed your contract with the Babbitt's team, moving forward for 2 more years. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks a lot. You know, just tonight I inked the deal to extend my contract for 2 more years, kind of make my home here in Arenacross. I've been here for a while, and it's been good. You know, myself and the Team Babbitt's Monster Energy Amsoil Kawasaki crew have a good thing going, and I'm just ready to kind of make this my home. We're going to extend it for 2 more years. I'll be 23 by the time it ends up, and I still have plenty of time to go and do some Supercross if I want to. I'm just going to stay here, maybe work on getting my college degree in the meantime during the summer, and just try to enjoy my time.
Let's talk about the inversion pick. You've been all over the board. You've gotten the 0, the 8, and the 16. What are you thinking? Inside of the gate, outside of the gate? I know with the berm there so close to the starting gate, that could make a big difference.
You know, it's going to be hard tonight. It's not a whole lot of passing going on tonight. Honestly, I'm not very happy with the track at all. There's not a berm after the finish line at all, and it's just kind of follow the leader. So, you know, it's bad when myself, you know, the first place guy out there is doing the exact same line in every section as the last place guy. So, the start's going to be key. I'd like to go to the outside and see if I can pull it, but, you know, I like to be safe too. Last night I ended up on the ground, and I wasn't able to pass anybody, so I might be able to get to the inside tonight and come out smart.
Thanks, Tyler. Good luck in main 2.
Welcome back up top. Now I'm joined by, they say it's the greatest of all time. Man, it's got to be tough having that title next to your name. Ricky Carmichael. This is Ricky Carmichael's Road to Supercross. And, of course, Grant Langston. I'm Robbie Floyd. Well, Ricky, what do you think so far? This is your second event, and I think they're just trying to show you up. I mean,
yeah, I'm going to tell you, every time I come to the Amsoil Arenacross and watch this, like you said, it's my second time. It is really amazing, just the level of competition. I mean, Bowers, Ames, all these guys, I mean, they are really good at what they're doing, and I'm just having a blast.
Jeff Gibson also looks very strong. I think he seems to be one of the guys building, because after tonight, the field of 10 is set. It's a whole nother ball game starting in Little Rock next week.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Only except for the for the leader of the series. But you take a guy like Ames, if he's 30 points back, now he's back in the game. He's what, one point behind?
Exactly.
So it gives life to everybody. And I think, you know, at the end of the day, the best guy is always going to win, but it gives the other guys a little bit more of a chance. And I think it's good for the fans as well.
Okay, we're going to get ready for some racing action here in just a moment. We already saw that inverse. So Tyler Bowers, he thinks he's going to start on the inside. You're not going to get the whole shot from the inside, that's for sure. That would have to happen from the outside of that front row. But go to speed2.com to watch exclusive motorcycle racing on demand. Watch full races from your favorite seats, such as the FIM World Motocross, Supermoto, Enduro, and even Sidecar World Championship Series. Go to speed2.com for more info. So main event 1 is done. Tyler Bowers won that. We still have an entire main event remaining. Who's going to take that one here in Wilkes-Barre? We'll soon find out.
Welcome back to Amsoil Arenacross. Our riders face a lot of demands as professional racers. We talked with some of them earlier to find out what their most challenging aspect is racing within this series.
I would say the most challenging part of it would be the starts, because that can make a lot of other things challenging.
Keeping concentration. There's a lot of chaos out there. If you can stay focused and get through it, you're going to come out on top.
Mental. It's you go home, you practice, you put in all the work, and when you come here, it's always different, whether it's the riders, the track.
Just staying focused and making sure I stick to my routines and putting me in the right aspect to be out there.
Between the competition and then the other factor is the track. You know, this week we have ruts here in Wilkes-Barre, and that's something we're going to be fighting all weekend long. It's just trying to keep the thing going straight and get into the finish line.
The most challenging thing for me is definitely the mental side of things. The track's pretty similar every weekend, and everyone's really going the same speed within the same second usually, so it's kind of who mentally wants to win the most, so that's basically the hardest part.
Welcome back to Amsoil Arenacross from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Halfway through our main event format tonight, and you see these crazy, rabid fans here in Wilkes-Barre. All right, let's go down to Christy Lee, our field reporter, down on the floor.
Here with David Ginolfi. That was a great race in main 1. You took a 3rd place finish. That definitely moved you up in the points challenge battle, moving into the race for the championship next week, and you've got to be happy with that result.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy. I mean, it's a long time coming. I should have been doing that all year, but definitely tonight was the night to do it. So far, we got one more main. Anything can happen, but I just want to have fun.
Good luck in the second event.
Okay, GL. It's down to the last main event heading into our race for the championship. Some nerves are on the line. Guys need some bad luck. They need Ginolfi to drop, guys like Magis as well as White. But what about setting the tone for that race to the championship as we have Tyler Bowers with the victory in that first main?
Well, absolutely. At this point, for sure, I think we got, a couple guys that could get in, but we're not going to go any further because you got someone like Ginolfi just added a points gap.
Right.
So, like you said, it's going to take some bad luck. I don't ever want to wish that upon anyone to see that happen. I think at this point, he's looking pretty strong. And he came out and he said, I deserve to be in the top 10, and he's earning it right now.
I think somebody's going to prove a point here in main event number 2. Bowers might have won the first one, but I promise you, somebody's going to try and knock him off the top of that pedestal. We have more of Wilkes-Barre. We'll see main event number 2 when we return right after this. How about the intensity of AMSOIL Arenacross? These guys train every day of the week, whether it's on the track or in the gym. And they have the eyes of determination as they head towards main number 2. A 12-lap main event as we look at the Monster Energy starting grid. The same guys you just saw finish the main event line things up for main event number 2 with another chance for victory. Right now, let's go down once again to Christy Lee.
Well, we know that Mike McDade definitely sustained a wrist injury, and even with such a short amount of time between the rounds, he was able to get a hold of a specially designed wrist brace from All Sport Dynamics. Now, the brace allows him to flex his wrist forward, but not backward, which is what Mike said is causing him the most pain. He got the brace on Wednesday, didn't have a chance to test it out until yesterday during practice. He said it's 100% critical to him being able to ride tonight.
Thanks a lot, Christy. And you look at that brace. You see Justin Barre with that. He runs with them every weekend. And honestly, I don't think he wants to know it, but I think he may have a broke wrist. And that's helping enable him to ride.
I don't know. If he's got a broke wrist, he's one tough dude. But
I've done it, but it was in the 125 novice class to not get to AMSOIL Arenacross.
The sprained wrist hurts bad enough. But fortunately, I was wrong. It's not his throttle hand. It's his left hand. Right. So you don't have to move it quite as much. So let's see how this...
With that invert, though, he gets the best skate pick in the house.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. He has his chance to shine.
And a nice wheelie. But look at Bowers.
On the outside.
Bowers just rails it like it's an outdoor.
And Ginolfi. Yep, Ginolfi up there. Well, now he's in second. Boy, is he? McDade got looked like a little out of control off the whoops, but gathered it back up, tripled in the middle of that rhythm section, and got right back by Ginolfi. But how about Ginolfi, man? His best result was a third. Now he's becoming the third place guy.
I know.
So he's making the most of it.
Willie Browning just behind him. 2 Kawasaki's, Bowers, McDade, followed by 3 KTM's, Ginolfi, Browning, and Magis. And Steinke, another Kawasaki, back in 6th place. You see Zach Ames got a little bit better start this time. Let's see if he can work his way up. Ames that last time comes across in 7th position.
Jeff Gibson, the man who's been doing really well lately, he's down in 10th place. Not the kind of start he would have hoped for. And in these short races, you got to push your way through as he's trying to do there.
Are you kind of surprised with the number 5 we're seeing? I was kind of surprised Kelly Smith wasn't more of a factor in main 1. And again, in main 2, he's just top 8.
Well, we've seen it and we've heard it. Tyler Bowers telling us it's really hard to pass out there because everyone's doing the similar rhythms and the similar lines and going at a similar pace. I mean, these guys are fighting for hundredths of a second as we see a different rhythm there. And Kelly Smith, I believe...
He didn't pass 1, he passes 2 riders.
Wow. I know, I was kind of confused. I was like, was that 1 or 2? That's impressive. But that shows you that it's not that those guys can't triple. It's just when you make a mistake and don't triple and someone else does. That's Jeff Gibson now. Goes up.
Oh, it goes down.
It's over. And Haybale's on the track. Carl White gets by, so he sneaks a point. Hopefully he doesn't hit that bale. Oh! Steve Roman almost getting collected on that tough block there.
Steve Roman coached by the local hero, Mad Mike Jones. Roman just missed out on winning the Arenacross Lights Championship a little bit earlier to Michael Willard. And there goes Roman.
What a save. I think there was a little more luck involved than anything, but that could have gone a lot worse. Tyler Bowers coming up going, come on, guys. Cut me some slack.
Open the door. Open the door. Let me through.
This race has gone by so fast. They've already completed 7 laps.
And Mike McDade still in second. Dave Ginolfi still in that third spot. Bowers going for the perfect weekend. The perfect night. One main event number 1. He won the head-to-head and now out in front in main number 2.
Nice to see Michael McDade back up there. He's had a couple, tough weeks for sure. Just with some crashes, some bad luck, some injuries. So I think for him, if nothing else, the second place is going to be a nice little confidence booster to finish off, this cutoff point before we go to the chase. As we see a gaggle of KTM riders there slugging that. We got a battle brewing here for the third place.
Browning starting to close in on the Mandingo Pickles machine. There goes Browning. Look at him triple up, and he takes the line of Ginolfi.
I think there was 3 riders.
Now Mages is the one that can stir things up. Remember, he's got to get by Ginolfi, and if he happens to tap him and he drops,
he does there. But remember, in the first main event, he went down, finished near the... Oh, you can tell, you can see these ruts developing now. It's starting to catch these guys out. You'll see guys, when the suspension compresses, they pop out, to the left and to the right as it kind of becomes grabby.
You see Zach Ames trying to get by Dave Ginolfi now with the white flag about to come out. In this second main event, Tyler Bowers makes the right-hand turn, gets by Kyle White, who's not going to make that race for the championship now. Looks like Jeff Ford there with the legs sticking out. Spotlights on your leader one more time. The Babbitts, Monster Energy, Amsoil Kawasaki of Tyler Bowers steps up, blitzes those ones, shows his power.
Ruts. That's the smart thing. That's why he looks so straight, smooth, and confident.
He shows the power and he shows the dominance, just how strong he is in Wilkes-Barre. Tyler Bowers, 2 for 2, make that 3 for 3 after winning the head-to-head. Mike McDade in 16 in second. Willie Browning, his strong finish in third. Kelly Smith, we say, hey, he's hanging around 8, moves all the way up into 4th, and Zach Ames rounding out the top 5. Well, they got their money's worth here in Wilkes-Barre. We hope you got the same there at home. You're starting to see just how strong this guy is and why they wanted to re-sign him tonight before the season is over with.
That's what I would do. Don't let him go.
It's all about the start. McDade got a good start, but not the whole shot because Tyler Bowers went around on the outside. He takes main event number 1, main event number 2, and he is our overall champion here in Wilkes-Barre. We'll hear from him and the rest of the riders when we return. Welcome back to Amsoil Arenacross featuring Ricky Carmichael's Road to Supercross. Ricky Carmichael in attendance, and he sees Tyler Bowers with a perfect night, taking both main events. That's going to give him the overall championship. Mike McDade, a strong run with that hurt wrist, finishing second in main event number 2. Willie Browning, Kelly Smith, Ames, all those riders had to work their way up through the field. Stephen Mages, one of our guys, hovering around that top 10 overall that could race for the championship, is just going to be on the outside looking in. Dave Ginolfi, another strong top 10 finish, and he's going to move on. Kyle White, another one of our bubble guys, 11th in main event number 2. Roman, Malatia, Nabel, Willard, and Daniel Blair rounding out the top 16. Let's go down to Christy Lee on the podium.
Here with the number 1, Tyler Bowers. Tyler, another great weekend for you, sweeping the weekend here in Wilkes-Barre. Did getting that 2-year signing with the Babbitts team, did that bring you some more confidence for this weekend?
Maybe a little bit. I was just, like I said, I just did that tonight, so it was just, it's a good thing. Like I said, signing this extra 2 years on our contract here is going to be good for the whole group. I can work with the Arenacross and really make this a good home for everybody and kind of grow the series. And like I said before, with all the new guys coming in, like Mike McDade, Zach Ames is just really killing it this year. There's a lot of young guys coming in, moving up, and they're riding really good. So I'm just ready for the kind of the change of tides now. Trying to get this series young again. The racing tonight went great. I couldn't thank my team Babbitts, Monster Energy, Amsoil Kawasaki crew even more. Denny Barr's our team manager, my mechanic Junior Jackson, Tyler Kaliziak at the Rockwell training facility. He's helped me out a lot with training, and I just had to go to the outside on that one to prove old Grant Langston wrong. I heard him last week and say I must not be confident in my starting ability because I keep going second row inside. And so what do you think, Grant? I think I did pretty good there.
Tyler, congratulations on another great weekend, and we'll see you next weekend.
Well, he asked you. What do you think?
Yeah, he called me out, didn't he? Well, what I said I thought was true tonight. He said, you know what? I do have confidence. The guy's got a lot of confidence, period. lining up on the outside on this gate, I think, was a smart decision. But he's a smart rider, because when he went second row previously, he was doing the smart thing and protecting the inside, because he knows he can pass the guys because he's got the speed. So take it how you want. Good job, Tyler.
He gave himself an opportunity to win, and the guy who he had to battle is down with Christy Lee right now.
Here with number 16, Mike McDade. That was a great weekend for you. Tell us about your wrist and how it felt. I know you had that brace on there, and you said that was really key into riding this weekend.
Yeah, as far as Wednesday, I didn't think I was going to ride. The brace came in Wednesday. All Sport Dynamics hooked it up, and you know, everything went as good as it could this weekend. I wanted to get used to the brace, and yeah, I'd just like to thank my sponsors, Mercedes Motorsports, Rocket Valley, Competitive Edge, Wiseco, Bristol Core, Scott Novick, Rip Vinyl, KSR Wheels, Boyson Dunlop, Amsoil, Super Sprox, FMF, and ODI. I appreciate it, guys.
What now? Are you going to get your wrist checked out before the next round, or you continue to wear that brace moving forward?
I'm actually going to take my x-rays from last week and go get new ones and see if they're any different, and actually get an actual answer on if it's broken or not. Lady said it was fractured, but she didn't seem to know much, so we'll see this weekend, or this week.
Thanks, Mike. Congrats again on your 3rd overall.
You like that? Only a motocrosser. You and I have been there. The lady said it was fractured, but she don't know much. I mean, he went to an urgent care and got that diagnosed.
Well, I was going to say, I've been to urgent care, and they said it's not broken, and I found out it was broken in multiple places and vice versa. So it's always good to get a second opinion. There's a close-up on that wrist. Hopefully for him, it's nothing too serious, and he can fight through this, because he's a great guy. We need those title contenders in there.
I think you're right. I mean, when you look at the riders that have made the top 10 and stuff, Bowers, Ames, Gibson, Smith, Skaggs, McDade, there's a lot of guys that can go for main event wins, but Tyler Bowers now has 16 main event wins. His next closest competitor was Michael McDade with 3. And here is your overall points. After tonight, only taking the top 10 for that race for the championship, Ginolfi with the 156. But look at the dominance. Tyler Bowers, 341 to Zach Ames, 273. And next week, he starts with a 1-point advantage. Wipe away this, a 1-point advantage. That has to hurt.
It does if you're Tyler Bowers. Everyone else, it remotivates you. It lights a fire, you know, makes you want to come back strong. But like Ricky Carmichael said earlier, the strongest and fastest and most confident guy is going to win. He's still the guy to beat. It's going to be a tough 4 rounds for the rest of the pack.
Well, one guy Tyler Bowers is going to have to beat is his teammate, Zach Ames, and he gave him a battle. He had to work his way through, and Christy Lee, I believe you have him now.
Zach, 2nd overall this weekend. Let's talk about this track. That turn 1 is absolutely crazy. You guys are almost sideways going through it. I know you said it was really slick and really tough to get through, but you managed.
Yeah, you know, the first turn's crazy. You know, you either get up on the wall and go around the whole thing, or you can like cut it off short and you know, just skate around there. It's kind of off-cambered on the inside, so it's difficult, but no, it's challenging, and you know, it keeps us separated, so it's good.
Congrats again, another 2nd overall.
Getting jiggy with it there, Zach Ames. And the race to the championship, as we think about it and look back at it one more time, we were hearing reports that these guys are not giving each other quarter as well throughout, you know, practice during the week. They're trying to push each other as we look at the Amsoil Arenacross schedule. Next week, starting that race to the championship, we're in Little Rock. Then we'll go to Wichita, Kansas City, and then finally, you need to join us if you live up there in the Rockies at Denver, Colorado, March 15th through 17th.
Absolutely. Fantastic racing. I loved it live.
We had a great race tonight live on Speed. And remember, immediately following our show in just a moment, we have the Monster Energy Supercross from San Diego.
I'm excited for that.
And looking for your picks. I think Chad Reed's going to be tough to beat.
I think you're right on that one, but you know what? I'm going to go with, I don't even want to say a dark horse because he's leading the championship, but Davey Millsap's ride's very strong there. His kind of track when it's rutted.
Watch out for the bear. How do you do it?
The big bear.
Again, Tyler Bowers. There's
Ricky Carmichael throwing it over the finish line jump there.